Welcome to Reggie Tales Missionary Stories. I'm going to tell you about 4 of the greatest missionaries in history. 4 missionaries whose lives have inspired and encouraged me. And I've been teaching and telling missionary stories to young people for many, many years. The first one is the Peace Child. Peace Child talks about Don Richardson. Don Richardson and Carol both went to the land of the Sawis, cannibals who were known for their treacherousness. Their treachery involved inviting people to have dinner with them, making friends with them, fattening them up, and finally eating them. And so Don was thinking, how do I reach this kind of people for Jesus? He thought, and finally he found out that there was an inspiring story in their history, in their traditions, about the Peace Child. And he used this simple analogy to describe how the Prince of Peace, who came to this earth, can truly give them peace and joy. The second story is on David Livingstone. David Livingstone was probably the one who most inspired me into medical missions. He was the first medical missionary to Africa. He was the greatest African explorer, and he loved the African people, traveling thousands of miles all over Africa. Finally, when he died, his heart was literally buried under a tree while his body was shipped back to England. The third story involves Dr. and Mrs. Paul Brand. Paul and Margaret, both of them later became my mentors, and they taught me many things about medical missions. But Paul was a surgeon, and he worked among the leprosy patients in India, especially on their deformities and on the problems they had with their hands and their feet. And he found for the first time that this was related to the fact that leprosy injures the nerves, so it makes the people who suffer from leprosy not be sensitive to pain or even burnings. And so that's how they injure their hands and their feet. And finally, the fourth one that I want to share with you is on Adoniram Judson, who went with his wife Anne in young age to the land of Burma, a land which was full of darkness and killings and just oppression. But he was managing to take the love of God there, and for that he suffered a great deal. In fact, he was put in prison for 2 years in the worst prison of Burma. But he managed to, over the course of many years, to serve and love the people, and even translated the first Burmese Bible and the first Burmese English dictionary. So enjoy and learn something from these missionaries who inspire our lives. Thank you.